I got really nothing else to say. We do have a short story for today. It's been a while. We actually had a few short stories for each day, but obviously the trial kind of, took up most of the first half of the week at least. This story is called The Trial of Merrick. Before Babylon had banners and walls, it had choices. Not just the kind written on stone, but the kind you make when no one's watching. The kind of choices that define you. Merrick was one of the first settlers, a cartman by trade and a hard man by nature. He came from the desert roads, where justice was sharp and short, and survival came before civility. He brought his cart, his mule, and his fists, but what he didn't bring was change. When Babylon began shaping into something new, something built on law instead of instinct, Merrick refused to let go of the old world. He still shouted threats when someone bargained too hard. He still drew his knife when lines were too long. He told anyone who would listen, "Out there, a man handled things his way. I don't answer to stone tablets." And for a while, people tolerated him. Old habits died loud, after all. But it reached a breaking point. He beat a young boy who touched his cart. Blood on the market stones, a crowd forming. People who once turned away, now standing firm. The guards took him, not with swords, but with authority. Real authority. For the first time in Babylon's short life, a man was put on trial for who he was, not just what he did. The Grand Elder sat above him in judgment. Merrick spat at the ground. "You can't tame me with talk. The law wasn't written for men like me." The Grand Elder didn't argue. He just nodded slowly and said, "You're right. You don't belong in this city, not as you are. The old world made you hard, but this city is being built by those willing to change." The people whispered, "Exile him. Cast him out. Let the past die with him." But instead, the Grand Elder stood and said, "No, not yet. Babylon needs to see what happens when we offer a man mercy, not because he deserves it, but because the rest of us need to understand its weight." And so he sentenced him. 1 year of labor beneath the temple steps, a vow to live by the law under watch with no privilege, and every 7 days he would stand in the square, not as a speaker, but as a reminder. "This is what mercy looks like," he told the crowd. "Not soft, not easy, heavy." Merrick didn't think him. He just lowered his head, something finally cracking behind his eyes. Some say he changed. Others say he just got quieter. But the lesson was never about Merrick. It was about Babylon.